per game, most in the FBS, fifth in the nation in passing yards. He's off target there to one of his leading targets.
And put an emphasis on stopping the run this year.
Swinging it out, and the catch made, first down.
Getting the corners and the rest of the defense on the edges and allowing their playmakers to get out in space and do what they do best, and that's
Texas State just giving up 24 points a game coming in. Rogers pressured way back at the 25 and just catches for the Aggies, 5 of over 20. They need the 48. And up the middle, Scott with the grab. At 6'6", dragging the pile for a couple of more.
Tyler Rogers looking for his #1 threat. That's Jaleel Scott right across the middle on the dig route. This is a Texas State defense that does not have an intercept.
To the great Penny Hart at Georgia State, who'll be here in San Marcos 1 week from now. Going deep for Scott this time, and Scott the...
Jashawn Waddy, as you can see on this play, he's in pretty good coverage. He just has to do a better job of attacking the ball when it's actually in the air. You got to reach for the high point. Jaleel Scott obviously
6 yards, first and goal from the 2. Rogers, the keeper.
Interceptions. They're going to have to find a way to get the ball out of the end zone, because whenever you don't stop big plays, it makes it so hard for the defense.
And as Brian London II, the inside linebacker, had corralled Rogers. Time in New Mexico State history in rushing, approaching 4,200 yards on the ground in his career. First down grab.
This Fawcett, he tends to throw a lot of picks. It's a great chance for Texas State to actually get off the board for their first one of the season.
Catch is made by Huntley, but flag down. Going deep and tipped away, incomplete.
Starting to play with confidence, and I think that you're going to see one soon.
Playing awfully deep on third, so the dump off. They need the 49, it won't get there.
Can do for a defense and what one play can do for a player. Frankie Griffin makes the big play on the wheel route with Anthony Muse. Now comes up with the great form tackle
from Sherman. Third possession of the game now for Tyler Rogers and the New Mexico State offense. Looking deep, going deep, wanting Scott just out of his reach. Line closest to the line of scrimmage besides that, or at the first down marker. So again, they'll dump it off, and now the Bobcats looking to make the stop on Larry Rose III. And Scott's in the slot, Huntley in motion. Rogers looking for Scott, and tipped on.
And sure enough, Tyler Rogers looking for Jaleel Scott. Great job jumping the route by a lot of chances, and sometimes they wind up in interceptions.
Pressure on Rogers on third down. Scott the grab, but he won't be close. 5 yards on that drive. Since then, he's 5 of 6, but just for 26 yards. And the quick out to Scott.
On the sideline can build confidence, and that'll start to grow within this series.
Blitz coming. Rogers going deep for Scott, and one-on-one, and the catch made.
Of getting his head around so he can make a play on the ball. He's running with him stride for stride. He just does not get his head around quickly enough.
Now from the Bobcat 44. Rogers to throw again. Going deep, looking for Boone. Catch made, touchdown.
Tyler Rogers with the play action fake, sprint out, throwing back across the field. Jonathan Boone getting a step on Demery, finding him.
Texas State, 14 all. Tyler Rogers, 21st touchdown pass of the year.
Ever since he's been a young kid.
Just 3 on the line, 2nd and 9. Rogers looking upfield. Now heaving it, looking for Boone, dangerous and incomplete. But 15 there. Rogers looking to throw again on first down. Too high, incomplete. Just past the first down marker, and 3 more are 20 yards deep. Rogers up the middle and tipped away, incomplete.
Playing with confidence, most importantly, as you can see, these guys really want to get their first pick of the season. Tyler Rogers already feeling confident and getting some momentum. It makes things difficult on the defense.
Up the middle, Huntley with the grab. And down.
Tyler Rogers, if you don't pressure him, this is exactly what he's great at, finding Jason Huntley wide open across the...
Huntley are excellent pass catchers. At running back, Huntley's 28th catch of the year. As Rogers spins away and heaving it with the man open. Catch made. No, they'll see it again. Looks like it was wrestled away just at the last second.
John Brandon loses contain on Rogers, allowing him to get outside the pocket and finding a wide open Kramer. Just
was able to not handle it as he hit the turf. Rogers, one of his last 5, will throw here. Plenty of time now. He'll run. Doesn't do this much.
Hey, Dave, I don't know. You tell me. Did Tyler Rogers have enough time to order a hot dog and a Coke with as much time as he had right there? Texas State.
again with time. Nailed after making the catch, but Boone
in the open field now brings up a 3rd and 4 for Tyler Rogers and the rest of the Aggies. This is
3rd down, and we'll call it 5. Blitz coming, forcing the early throw.
Now the Bobcats bring some pressure off the edge, forces Tyler Rogers to hurry up his throw. That's
New Mexico State does quickly get to the line. The fake to Huntley, and here's Rogers.
offense.
DBs play deep, and Rogers may want to go deep here. Up the middle, and the catch made. That's O.J. Clark. Here's the throw again from Rogers.
Once again, Tyler Rogers having all day to throw, finding a wide open receiver in the soft spot, because it all is important in the big scheme of things.
Just bringing 3. Rogers with time again. Dumping it off from Muse.
Find a way to actually rattle him and get the ball out of his hands.
They play 8 deep. Clark drops it.
Rather than giving him the same look over and over and over.
Plenty of time for Rogers. This may wind up being the last play of the half. Rogers dancing, now goes down. First, 1960. A victory over Utah State at the Sun Bowl. Over ULM, 31-28. Georgia Southern over Georgia State, 10-7. Rogers just 8 for his last 17, but he'll continue to throw it. He leads the nation in completions per game, and it's all day to throw here. Fires, and that catch made by the sophomore.
Now appearing to get their footing and the momentum.
A touchdown gives them the lead. Rogers scrambles. He's up to 250 here early in the third this afternoon. Dumping it off this time. Boone.
To actually try to get Rogers to get the ball out of his hands, just dumps it off to Muse over the middle. Now Bobcats have to make sure that they can do the receivers.
Muse arrived on campus as a walk-on, now under scholarship, 23 catches on the year. Rogers going deep, catch made, staying in bounds. Yes, touchdown.
Dave, we're talking about Willa Jones earlier and his accuracy issues. Look at this throw by Tyler Rogers. This is what you call putting it right on a dime on the sideline to Muse on the sideline. Toe tapping, keeping his feet inbounds and in for the
number 22 through the air this season. Had all day to throw, and the perfect strike, and then the dance by Anthony Muse for his first touchdown grab of the year through the air this afternoon. Big Bryce
Roseman, a smaller corner, coming out, putting his helmet right on the kneecap of Roberts, getting him down.
Backfield to the right of Rogers. Lobbing a pass for Boone, too long. And this is what the Aggie offense does under their head coach and offensive coordinator, Doug Martin. 2nd and 10. Catch by Boone. And lost the football. Looks like it went right to.
And the rest of the Aggies did just now.
3rd Texas State turnover. And now some trickery. New Mexico State.
These coordinators are known to do in this league.
2nd and 10. Bobcats bringing 4. Again, Rogers with time. Now flushed out of the pocket. Will dump it off to Rose. Sidesteps a man. Dump it off.
Almost looking like another guy with the last name Rogers that we all know and respect. Doing a phenomenal job of still keeping his eyes downfield. Can't find any open receiver, just dumps it first down.
Just over 4 minutes remaining third quarter. Rogers on the keeper this time. Scott the block, and it's enough for the first down. Past the 20. Up. He's to the sideline, walking on his own power, but the helmet off. Rogers, no one else has thrown a pass for New Mexico State this season. Obviously, good to see him back out there. Remember, last drive had to come out after his head hit the turf hard on a first down run. Tyler Rogers, Scott at the top of your screen. Quick throw and through the hands, incomplete of Clark. To become bowl eligible, their last bowl game, New Year's Day, 1960. Tyler Rogers on first down. An open Larry Rose the third, who stays in bounds. And down the field, Rose, the blocker in front of him. First and goal coming.
I don't know exactly what the Bobcats were doing on defense on this play. Obviously, Rogers looking downfield, looking off everybody, not allowing anybody to see Rose leaking out of the backfield. Hits him right there on the money.
5 with a victory today. Rogers, Boone the catch. Inside past the 5, still on his feet, and finally.
A lot of people think receivers are soft. They don't like contact. Well, Boone obviously is showing that mantra is definitely not true. Now getting the ball down inside the 3-yard line, bringing up 2nd and goal for the Aggies. And We will have that coming up, but looks like we have a player down.
Well, right there, they're both down. Stanford, as you see, the collision between Greg Peace, the second all season. Second to go from the 2. Rogers, the keeper, didn't get there. Pass tipped in, New Mexico State does. Plenty of time again. They'll dump it off to Rose. Krosick is in front of him. And
we do this play coming up.
Look at the formation here on 3rd down. Rogers looking for the 34. 9,500 passing yards in his career. Blitz on 1st down. Rogers with time. Greg Hogan, the senior, making moves past the 25 for 100 catches in his career.
Once again, Rogers, so much time to throw, and Hogan making the catch on the sideline, making several people miss. Next to extend this lead and the time of possession.
Hogan again. Big target, 6'1", 200. Tyler Rogers, under 5 minutes left.
Bring some pressure and be more physical with the guys on the edges.
They'll bring 4 and stunt. Lobbing out the middle, 2 men there, catch made, it's Muse.
Bobcats didn't just sit far back and just allow the Aggies to catch and run underneath. They actually try to play man coverage, and Muse gets behind. Then it's going to look very bleak for the Bobcats to come back in such a short time.
Hogan, good block by Clark ahead of him, and it's enough for
the Bobcats. They've got to find a way to actually start challenging these receivers, challenging all the players on the Aggies team, because they appear to be doing right now.
Rogers swings it out to Clark, spinning inside to the 5, dives.
This has plagued the Bobcats all day long, allowing the Aggies to get out in space. O.J. Clark makes a phenomenal spin move on Jashawn Waddy, and
45-35 the lead. Could you have stopped him?
I don't think I could have stopped him, because that spin move